Okay, I think the sound is working. I should have muted myself before. Hello everyone, welcome to this live stream. I think I am showing you the wrong Blender. Yeah, here's what I should start with. So, this is the Space Fighter thingy that I created last year, and I had problems with it, to be honest. Connecting the wing to the this core cylinder was a nightmare. I struggled with the front section as well because I used this proportion editing, one setting for the bottom, one setting for the top, and then merged the two parts together. Was an interesting thing to do. And then obviously all of these thrusters has a boolean, which cleaning up the mess that all of these booleans created, and cutting out the doors and this kind of storage spaces for these rockets and stuff. Oh, yeah. You can imagine. And I figured, wouldn't it be cool to explore if with ConjureSDF I could create something like that with a bit more ease. So, not this one, this one. So, I've experimented a bit. So I figured, okay, the core shape is a cylinder. Let's start with a cylinder. Then I figured that if I grab, I'm not sure if this long cylinder is required, but so this is what it would do like normally. And what I discovered, if I flip the bending, then it kind of cuts away from the shape. And this is very interesting. And then I figured if I am going to grab this or something like this with huge amount of bevel and huge amount of strength, then I might create something like this when it's got a bit wider towards the end. And then I figured, okay, I'm just going to cut the back part, so it is going to be flat like this here with a box. So this is in intersect mode. And then I figured I need some wings. So I started with a box and I intersected a box which has a huge amount of bevel, so which has created this nice profile. So what is interesting that I think what ConjureSDF allows is around like 1 or 2 or something like that, but you can type in any amount of number you want, and then ConjureSDF going to bevel that amount, and you can do something extreme as well. And then I figured, wouldn't it be cool is just to cut away. This is this box, I think from the top view you can see it, to cut away this section. And also I increased the strength to 1. So that is the reason why it created this crazy shape here. And to be honest, after this, somehow just, I don't know, didn't really felt like continuing to work with this model. So I kind of started to experiment what else, because to be honest, I kind of like this shape that I had before, but I I wonder now with this SDF modeling tool, can we do better? Can we do better? So I started to experiment a bit more. So this is what I come up with so far, and then I figured that I better start the stream, cause hello, I got one viewer. It's nice to be seen live. Hi there. So where was I? Yeah, so I started to experiment. What can I do something more? Can I do something more funky, more sci-fi? And I figured that this was this thing that I flipped the bending, and it's kind of interesting because you can create some cool asymmetric bending or shape here if you move it up or down. So this is kind of what I did to give this top and bottom kind of an asymmetric shape. I moved it up a bit, and then let me just go back to the ConjureSDF. So this is the cylinder I had before, and I added a cone shape here. This is how it looks like, and I increased the bevel quite a lot. You can have all sorts of interesting shapes if you can like increase the bevel some crazy amount. So let's just undo what I just did, and I pushed it forward a bit, and I play with the yet again that it would be a bit more up than the center. And I kind of figured, wouldn't it be cool if this was the cockpit? And now what I am thinking about is that what if I just move these things forward, because now it seems like it's just too much of the backside. So let's grab these two guys. Okay, sorry, I cannot select from here, and move it a bit forward like so, maybe even more so. Yeah, this looks better because the pilot is sitting here, at least in my mind. And now I think I should figure out something even cooler for this backside. Maybe I should like cut out some shapes for maybe like a row of some guns here, or maybe just one big gun here. And also I need some space for these thrusters for this aircraft. So for maneuver, okay, I can say this word, to make sure that the pilot can maneuver this plane. So yeah, let's see what I can come up with. So let's add a cylinder. And let's turn it like 90 degrees, and let's scale it up. And let's move it a bit forward. This one is, let's make it 1.2 height. And let's make this 1.2 height too. And maybe I should increase the size a bit. And there is this cool option here. This is the inset option. And if I create this solidify, what does this give me? Not what I had expected. How about this difference? Yet again, not what intersect is probably not going to work. Okay, no problem. Let's grab this cylinder and shift D this guy. And let's nest this under the active and let's give it a minus. And let's make sure that it is less in diameter. And let's grab both of these guys. And let's move them like so. And let's make them minus and ditch the solidify. And oh, this, why is this happening? Let's decrease the radius. And let's decrease the radius. Well, that's like an interesting thing because this is kind of not what I am expecting. Oh, this is the solidify. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, now let's hope. Yeah. It does what I want it to do. However, let's increase the radius of this cylinder. However, what I don't understand, why is this happening? Or maybe I should. Maybe I should decrease this here. And increase this maybe. No? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. This is an interesting problem. Let's turn off the bevel. What does this give? I see. Oh, now the radius is too small. This is kind of not what I was expecting, to be honest. How shall I solve this issue? Let me just increase the radius of this guy. Yeah. This is kind of what I want. But I think under these circumstances, I think I should move this a bit backward. Yeah, but then again, this is the same problem. This asymmetry issue. Hmm. And what happens if I decrease? Yeah. And what Yeah. Now, if I move it down, then this is what is happening. So what I wonder, if I shift this and move the second one down, now this problem might be solved. Yeah, that's cool. Let's move this a bit forward, backward. And what if I would just decrease the size of it and then move it backward? And mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, this is better if I just leave it like that. Let me just move it a bit backwards. Okay, cool. Cool. And maybe that gives enough space here to do some thrusters. You know what? Let's grab some capped cone, because these are going to be good for some small thrusters. Let's see the let's turn them upside down, just so that it would be like consistent, and or not, whatever. So the bottom radius, let's make it like 0.1, and the top radius like 0.5. I don't recall the size of the thrusters. And the height, well, I don't think I need half meter. I think 0.8, 0.4 maybe. Let's make it 0.6. Yeah. Let's see how this works. It may not work as best as I think it would. Let's make it a negative shape. Oh yeah. We've got a nice thruster form, but I'm worrying that this space is a bit too small. So let's grab this guy and move it backwards and increase the size of it. And now these two guys need to be bigger, and let's move them backwards and make them bigger. Yeah. And now I can move freely this other cylinder so that I would have okay, let's decrease the size of this guy and move it back like so. Okay, now this looks good. I can put plenty of guns here. Oh, that would be nice. I'm not going to do all of these thrusters basically because I think that would be boring and I don't really want to bore anyone. But let's see if we can make this space fighter a bit more funkier. So let's add a torus here and let's rotate it by okay. Accidentally I moved this to the under the capcon, which I didn't want it to, but what is interesting that if I unnest here, the parent still stays this capcon. So if I move this, the torus moves with it because here the parenting thing for this torus is happening inside Blender. So let's just correct this by putting the CSDF root into this parent. And let's rotate this by 90 degrees. And let's move it backwards and let's increase the size of this guy. And let's make it 1.2 meters. And let's make it a bit more fat. And let's increase this bevel strength or this blending strength. I think this might be like a cool shape here. And let's shift this, duplicate this and move it backwards. But what if we were like reducing the size of it? Or what if we would, oh, that would be interesting too. Yeah, I think this is kind of the coolest thing about ConjureSDF that and generally SDF modeling that you can do all sorts of crazy stuff with it. Flip blending, what does that gives? Oh, well, look at this. This is like a cool shape though. I'm not sure that I'm going to use this, but I think this is the hardest thing that you can't really imagine what is possible until you start to like exploring things because this shape on its own, this is kind of cool. What if I duplicate this and make it like a normal shape and I can change the primitive anytime I like. Let's grab a normal cylinder and let's not flip the bending and let's see if I can connect this cool shape with a cylinder. Let's grip the bending like 0.1 maybe and let's increase the size. Let's just decrease this. What I want to do is to kind of match this diameter here. Let's increase the size a bit and then let's move it backwards. This is, oh, I'm liking this. I am liking this. And what I am thinking is that maybe this initial cylinder here, which I cannot seem to select, I think I should decrease it a bit so that it wouldn't bother me. Let's move it a bit more forward. Yeah, it seems fine. So that basically, I think maybe a sphere to the end. Let's grab this cylinder and let's shift D again and let's change it to a sphere. Generally speaking, it's always best to like grab a shape which is in the right place, and then change the shape to something different, because in this way you can be like more effective basically. So let's move it. Let's decrease the diameter and let's move it like so. I kind of liking this. What if I would shift D and move it to the Y direction? Well, I'm not sure. You know what? Let's move this aside and let's change this into a cylinder instead of a sphere, because I think now how is this turning out? I don't like it. I totally don't like it, and I think I want to not necessarily the stang but the bevel. I think let's turn this off for a second. I don't know. Let's, what if we do like a chamfer? Because what I want to create some kind of form for the rear thrusters. And I am not really liking this at all. Somehow I just don't. What if let's try with the hexagon. What does this give? Let's increase the B blending here. Oh, well, I'm not sure if I 100% liking that. But I think I kind of like this hexagonal shape overall. Because I could put in, let's just duplicate this thruster we have. Shift D. Let's move it down in this hierarchy and let's apply it here, because that would be nice to have some thrusters there, like 6 around here. And you know what, let's duplicate this. Let's duplicate this and then make it a cylinder instead. Let's decrease the radius, let's say 0.5. Let's make it a negative shape. And let's grab it. This is the front part. Oh dear. The front part is the back and the back side is the front. Awesome. Let's decrease the bevel, let's say 0.05 and the strength to the default. And let's move it up, and I totally don't need 4 meters. Let's make it like a meter or so. And what I am thinking, maybe we can create 3 engines at the back. Shift D, like so. I mean, I could turn on the symmetry because this plane is symmetrical. So in this way, I don't have to repeat everything. What's wrong with this guy here? Oh, it has a chamfer, which I totally didn't want it. And why I cannot see it? Because this is a negative shape now. Okay, now I can see it better. Let's turn back into a negative shape and let's move it back. And let's turn off the chamfer on this guy too, because this is supposed to be like some flat surfaces for the the big thrusters at the back. And let's make it -12, let's say, and then -12, so that it would have the same depth. Okay, cylinder. Yeah, because of the mirror. Okay, cool. Cool. Shall we like this or not? I don't know. But what I am thinking is that maybe we could add something here. Or maybe not. Maybe we could oh, I wish there were an ability to select these. And let's move these guys back a bit. Because it feels like this is now complete. Let's grab this hexagon, let's decrease the size and move it back. If I would add to this shape, it would diminish the coolness of this shape here. So what I can do is maybe add some more of these cylinders, and let's say like 0.1 radius for some guns. Or let's grab it. Let's make it bigger guns, and let's decrease the bevel on this, and let's decrease the strength maybe here, and I don't need this one here. Let's delete this sphere so that it won't bother us. And I think, I don't know, shall I move this up or down? Yeah, it looks okay here. It looks okay. Maybe I could add let's make it a cube, and let's not rotate this. Let's make it 0.2 and 0.6, and let's make it at the center. And what I wondering, there was in this other model this kind of gun that it's a mini cannon thing here that it can rotate. So it could be the side for this guy here. And let's chamfer this guy here. And let's reduce it by 0. Let's see. Let's just move it back a bit and let's see how this look as a positive shape. Yeah, the bevel is too large, I think. What the hell is going on? Oh, the chamfer. Chamfer make it this round. Or maybe the mirror. The X location is 0 though. No. Why does the chamfer round this up? That's unexpected, to be honest. That's seriously unexpected. I kind of the chamfer makes the bevel not rounded. But it seems that it also rounds up this. For some strange reason. Well, okay then. Let's talk with some beveled normal cube then. And in that case, let's put this guy back to the 0, and let's duplicate this in the X direction. And let's rotate it by 45 degrees at the y-axis. And let's make it a negative shape. Oh, sorry. Let's reduce the size of this guy here. And we've got like an interesting shape. And if I duplicate this in the Z direction and change it to be minus 45 degrees, I can make it the shape I wanted. So let's grab these boxes and now let's grab the box one to be the yellow and let's not nest under active, and in this way let's put it like this and let's make this a negative shape, and voila, we've got this opening that I wanted to create for this cannon. I'm not sure if I want to add the cannon right here and right now, but it's nice. But what I am thinking is that maybe I could shape up some kind of a glass for the pilot here. And what would be the best for it? I think a cylinder would be the best for it. And put this in an angle. Okay, let's add a cylinder. Let's add it from scratch this time. Let's turn it like so maybe. And let's switch this to local, because I think this might be a better way to like manipulate this, and let's make it like this. And in this way I am not really getting that kind of window that I wanted. And what if I made this an elongated cylinder, half width and half height? Oh, look at this now. This is the kind of shape I wanted, exactly. And let's decrease it a bit. Or let's make it bigger. And let's change the X rotation. What would look cool? I think this looks better. Sorry, wrong arrow. But maybe let's make it a bit more down. Yeah, and let's make the rotation even a bit more. And how about if it were more horizontal like this? Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that might be better. And I can even make it more than. Oh yes, look at this. Sorry, this is not the value I wanted. This is the depth. I could edit if I want to. Let's have like a bit more depth here. Oh, this one I liking very much. And you know what? Let's make this a bit more interesting and let's shift this and increase the size as shift Z. Can this work? No. Let's increase the size like so and like so. And what I want is to do some solidify here. Yeah, and yeah, maybe. And push it back. Yeah, this is kind of what I want, but the depth, let's make it just this. And the thickness, I don't want to be this thick. Oh yeah, look at this. What a cool shape here. Let's grab this. Yeah, I kind of like this. Nice scary framing of this window here. And you know what? Now that I'm here, let's get addicted to these things. And let's put some more details like so here. Let's grab this. Let's grab that. There should be a cylinder somewhere. Like this, but I don't know which one is this. Ah, this is the kind of guy I wanted. Let's shift this guy. And let's make it like so. And let's add a solidify to it. And now it's at two stripes here. Oh, this looks cool. Actually, I kind of like this. And if I decrease the thickness, yeah, that's even a smaller little. The depth is a bit too much, I think. And this is a nice detail. Which I am kind of liking. And you know what? Um, let's. I was thinking maybe I should be crazy, but you know what? I'm not sure that I think that would ruin this. But what I am thinking is that maybe I should grab these stores. I don't like this connection here. Maybe I should cover this up. Shift D, Y, sorry, Z. And let's decrease the strength. And let's decrease the minor radius. What do I want? I wanted to make it really thin. Let's just put it over here. So I wanted this to be like really thin. And I want to reduce this strength very much. And also I want this to go to the bottom. Yes. And I think I should reduce the major radius then. And I think I should move it a bit backwards. Wrong arrow again. To kind of cover this up. Yeah, I think this looks much more neater now. This looks way more neater. And what I want to do is maybe just some strengthening details here and there. So, you know what? Let's grab this torus and let's shift this guy and let's make it a cylinder. And let's add this to here. And let's you know what if it make it an elongated cylinder. And let's oh, okay. Yeah, I think and let's increase the radius like so. And let's decrease this guy here. Oh, I see. I see. This is I needs to be rotated. Yeah, like 90 degrees and in this way 90 degrees too. And now in this way it is going to do what I want it to do. Yeah, something like that. Can this work? To be honest, I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of shape could fit here. I'm not sure. But this looks good enough. And let's put one here maybe. Sorry. And let's make this one 0 and let's make this a cylinder. Yes. And let's decrease the diameter. And maybe move it a bit back here. Maybe move it here, huh? How does that look there? It's not going to work. I think if I want to make it work there, I should go for this and yeah, 90 here too. Yes. What I am doing here? Okay, let's grab this guy like so. Why isn't this doing anything? So this elongated cylinder. What? Why isn't this doing what I want it to do? Oopsie daisy. I do not know, to be honest. Yeah, maybe the width should be larger than the height. And under these circumstances, this should be rotated by 90 degrees and the length should be decreased. And now let's move it back to the center. Let's make it 0. And now, hopefully, with a bit of luck, it does what I want it to do, but it just doesn't fit. And what I wonder, if I do this and flip the blending. Oh yeah, it adds that ring. Oh yes. Oh, maybe this is the solution for this kind of problems. That is nice. And if I decrease the depth. Oh yes. Oh yes, this flip blending is the theme of this stream, I guess. Because we can have pretty cool effects with it. Yeah. Maybe I should do this too here. This guy should be like this. And flip the blending. And now this creates like an extrusion. Let's increase it here though. Not that one. Let's increase the length here. Oh yes. Oh, look at this. This looks pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, I'm loving this. All of a sudden, I'm not sure about this detail at the front. I think I am a bit too minimalist for this sort of thing, but I think maybe after all here. Yeah, I can more imagine it there. Yeah. This is interesting. Maybe we have some cylinders over here. Shall I go crazy? And let's duplicate this guy and make it less width. Let's turn off the solidify and flip the blending. Oh, let's flip the blending. Let's make it like 0.2. Oh yeah. Haha. Okay. Okay. I think I am kind of liking this. Let's unnest this box. Sorry. And yeah, okay, let's increase the height. Because I want to just turn off that thing in the front. This is an intersect box, and just so that this sort of shape wouldn't be seen. Well, look at this guy here. Maybe you know what? Let's add some more gun space. Let's grab this cylinder, let's duplicate it, and let's move it here. Technically, the arrays are in the works. So I don't know if a radial array will be supported or not. But what is happening here? Why isn't this working there? Let's add as a positive shape to see what's going on. Let's move it at the bottom, just in case that helps. Oh, well. Strength, the mirroring strength. Or if I ignore mirror, okay. That's nice. Okay, this is like a door. You can imagine a whole range of guns here. Whole range of thrusters here, whole range of thrusters here, but I'm not going to bore with you adding those stuff. I hope you have enjoyed this stream. I think it's best to end here because I think if I add any more things to here, it might ruin it. Even though now that I'm thinking of some sort of door wouldn't hurt, so that people go in there, maybe at the back or whatever. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this stream and maybe learned something from it. And see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.